Hello everyone and welcome to another slot of mine on the Train Sim Classic, or I suppose Dovetail Games Summer Sale event. It's a big thanks to Dovetail Games for having me on again, and we're going to be showing off probably one of the best routes you can actually buy from the Steam store, that being the Wherry Lines, which is done by Armstrong Powerhouse. So here we are on our 37 at the moment. We're at Norwich. The game audio is quite low, as you've got a massive loud diesel turbo star there, so hopefully you can hear me alright. And yeah, we're going to be taking a trip down to Lowestoft in the class 37, which would, but this would be DRS, direct rail services, but as you know, I suppose they don't have the license, it's unbranded, but that's fine. And we got some Mark 3s behind us as well. I've only got what, 4? Oh no, we got 2 of them, or 3. With the guard end, and then we got this as well, which we've got another 37, Carl Haviland. Yeah, lovely station, Norwich. I mean, look at this, and you got the these are actually the 2 trains you get on the route. You get the Turbo Star, which I think is the Thompson Interactive Turbo Star. It's quite an old model, and then you then get the 37, which I think someone's told me before. I think it's an old model, but with an updated cab and updated audio. But it's brilliant, though. Look at that. But it's one of the best routes you can get. So we've got Norwich, which we're at now, Brundle, Cantley, Reedham, Haddiscoe, Somerleyton, Alton Broad North, and then Lowestoft. But just get ready for such beautiful scenery. It's amazing. Right, let's get that off, get the DRA off, and I think we're probably good to go. Brundle next, or Brundle. Oh, I probably should have set it on the HUD to forward as well. Probably a bit noisy at the moment, so hopefully you can hear me alright. I'll turn up the game audio in a sec once that train gets out of the way. A little bit of hellfire. Listen to that. It's a fantastic sounding locomotive. And we're off. With that, I can't say how much you should get this route. It is just fantastic. The quality, the trains, superb. Right, let's turn up the audio now. But it might not be everybody's cup of tea, I suppose. Fair enough. As we make our way out of Norwich. I think that would then go down towards Ipswich, and then down to London. Off that way. And there's actually 2 versions to this route. Version 1.0 is available on the Steam store, so the one which will probably be on sale. I think I picked it up for about £14.99. And then if you then want to upgrade to version 2, at the moment you can only do that by purchasing version 2 on armstrongpowerhouse.com, which, yeah, version 2 I suppose just gives you slightly updated bits and bobs. There's a few differences to version 2, but nothing extremely different. So I don't know if version 2 is going to come over to Steam at some point. But there's no sort of major differences. Let's get that up. Lovely. Isn't it great? Who doesn't like a 37? As we make our way out of Norwich, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, as I think my field of view is quite far out, and on quite a lot of trains, as it's Train Sim Classic, where you can see that on the top left there. So I'm just going to zoom in just one sort of scroll in. There we go. Yeah, beautiful part of the country. This is, as I said, Norfolk. So, well, for me, it's the north. Anything above Watford is the north. So yeah, Norfolk. If you don't know the UK, I suppose, let's think, northeast of London. About what? 90 miles northeast of London. Oh, hang on. No. It's a career scenario as well. No. Let's not speed. Thank you. Well, we're not going to get max points now, that's for sure. But once we get to, once we get to about Cantley, it starts getting rather pretty. I mean, this bit's pretty, but it gets even prettier. It's a route worth lots of flyby shots. And I think is that the line off to Great Yarmouth, which has just gone off there. I mean, just look at that. It's superb. Sound, everything is just fantastic. And this is on Steam. I'll start bringing that down to 20. I think there's a weak bridge, so we have to come down to 20 for like 5-6 meters, and then we go back up, or 10 meters. But yeah, I remember when I got this route, it was £14.90, an absolute bargain to get this. And it's also quite worth getting as well if you do know your third-party train sim stuff. As I believe another certain developer is also developing the Flirt for this, or the Flirt. Well, I think the 745 and the 755. So I think they're set to come out at some point, but that's not on Steam. Let me just make that clear. But if you do know your trains and you know other bits and bobs outside of Steam, then yeah, you've got that to look forward to as well. Take that off a little bit. Pop that down even more. As I suppose, I mentioned it a fair bit. I suppose Train Sim Classic, it's not just Steam content. There's a lot of content outside of Steam as well, which I suppose improves and expands your bits and bobs. And Armstrong Powerhouse is exactly that, basically. There you go, it's probably 20 for this little bridge here. But some AP DLCs are on Steam, but then some are on their own website. There's a lot of third-party contribution to Train Sim Classic. And even on the sort of Steam store as well, you've got Victory Works, RSSLO, who does lots of Swiss stuff, and Austrian stuff. Train Sim Germany, trying to think of more, Rivet Games, Skyhook Games, I think they've done bits for Train Sim Classic, have they? Possibly. You've got Cactus Juice, Dovetail Games Brandon, who does bits and bobs. Obviously Armstrong Powerhouse, Master Key Simulations, who sadly I don't think does do anything anymore, but a couple of great trains made by Master Key. Yeah, so it's a sort of a collaborative effort on Train Sim Classic to make it sort of the best it can be. And that is on Steam and off Steam as well. Right, back up to 60 again. Oh, there's Brundle. Is it Brundle? Yeah, Brundle Wood Station. A little tiny diddy station just here. There it is. Little bit of horn there. And through Brundle Woods. Quite a cool footbridge. Now I start coming down for Brundle. But is anyone local to this route? And what do you prefer? Do you prefer the new trains on it, which are on it realistically now, the flirts, or did you prefer the Class 37s with the Mark IIIs, or maybe even you preferred, what was it, 47s before that? Let's put that down a bit more. I don't really want to be overshooting. Not on a video to all you guys. At this prestigious Train Sim Classic sale event. Well, Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic. Semaphore signals as well. You get a nice mix of both semaphore and colour. I don't think there's any LEDs on this route, or LED signals. I don't think there's any other sort of the older, I suppose, bulbs and the semaphores. Here we are. I suppose it's just sort of... Oh, there you go. S-car stop. We'll be close enough. That'll do. Right, here we are. This is Brundle. And we're going to listen to this thrashing out of here. I suppose we'll go on that platform there and watch it. Got the sort of old gates as well. I suppose the gatekeeper would be maybe in there or in here. I love a good old semaphore. I'd love to just buy a semaphore signal. Have it like behind me or something on the wall. Right. And yeah, you got the little whistle as well. Let's go over here and basically turn up your audio. I'll be really quiet. Just turn up your audio. Superb. Oh, is that the bit off to Great Yarmouth? 15 miles an hour. No, yeah, Great Yarmouth. Let's have a look. Where does that bit go? This is the route map. Oh, that was the bit off to... yeah, that's the bit off to Great Yarmouth. And you got one of the tiniest stations, I suppose, in the country. Where even is it? Burney Arms. I can't even see it on there. That's how small it is. There's Burney Arms Station. There's nothing there. So what was that bit? What was the other bit there? What we saw a bit further back. Where does that go? Sow House, wherever that is. Okay, as we continue along. Good run so far, though. And it's just going to get better and better. And basically the perfect time as well, being a summer's evening. Doesn't really get much better. Nice summer's evening, the sun's quite low, sort of goldeny, orangey colour, it's just lovely. In fact, let's get another flyby shot. You can't have enough on here. Let's get a bit further ahead. And just look at that. It does put a smile on my face seeing it. So good. And I didn't get this route until recently, and I hadn't seen really much gameplay of it either, so it was sort of a hidden gem. But then everyone was like, oh, get the Wherry Lines, get the Wherry Lines, get the Wherry Lines. Another little station here. No idea what that one was called, but there's a staggered platform as well. What's this from? Buckingham. Hang on, that's TSR. Was that 50? 30, is that 30? It's alright, Did it say on there? Didn't know. But let's pop that down. So that is a temporary speed restriction. It probably did tell us, probably on the little blurb at the beginning, which I think I skipped to, well not skipped, but did before we got going a little bit more. Some cows down there enjoying the evening sun. I feel like we can sort of jump into the TS world. Just want to jump in. It's just gorgeous. It's not even on the hub, the TSR. There it is. Yeah, we're at 30. Probably some track works or something going on. Might see the Orange Army out in force. It's quite cool. These are sort of the passenger views on here. So sort of poking your head out the window. Don't know what the 30 was for. Didn't see any. Oh, something there. There you go. No, that's not. Didn't see any workers out and about. Maybe a TSR for the fun of it. It ends just here. Bit of industry there on the line, whatever that is. And then we'll go full thrash in a second. Well, they're not far to Cantley, so we need to be sensible. Here we go. Very good. That's it. Let's get back in. Probably do want to start thinking about slowing down for Cantley. And yeah, this route does win a lot of screenshot competitions as well. I think over the past 6 months I've probably seen, less than that, I've seen a majority of the TSC screenshot winners is from this route. Well, it's a huge amount. Some really picturesque spots. Especially after, I think it's Reedham, where you go over a swing bridge. This is Cantley. And the stop marker, probably at the end of the platform again. Here we go. Where is it? No, there it is there. S-car stop marker. I mean, yeah, it's close enough, close enough. Misjudged it a little bit there. But it's fine. Here we are. As long as we're in. You've got the little symbol as well, the Wherry Lines. Look at that. Norfolk County Council. And these do move as well, I believe. You can see them opening and closing. What a beautiful part of the country. Right. Let's go. It's off, leaving Cantley. Should then open if there's not another train coming. I believe they open. I think they do. Oh, I heard something. Oh, that was a signal. I bet there's another train coming, isn't there? Oh no, there we go, look at that. Little things like that. I mean, this line would just be perfect for train sim well, wouldn't it? Where you could sort of just sit at the station and watch trains, watch the gate. Maybe you could even sort of be the crossing keeper. That would be a fun thing to do. There we go, that goes over. Back in we go. It's not too far to Reedham, and that's where the line joins us from Great Yarmouth. The bit, sort of little single track bit from Burnley Arms, and yeah, Great Yarmouth, that joins up. Absolutely gorgeous. There he goes. Into the distance. We'll probably soon read him as well, so we want to be ready for that. Camera views we got that one there, that one in the middle. I've got one of the speedos or the instruments. Right, let's start slowing down. AWS. And that 20 is that where the swing bridge is? Possibly. So I think this is about halfway or so. Now at Reedham. What time did we leave Norwich again? 58, so it's been, 19 minutes, and we're due there at 14. So we've got about half an hour, 11 miles to Lowestoft. But we're in no rush, and it's just a beautiful journey, so chill out and enjoy. Well, let's try not to overshoot the platform, because that wouldn't be any good, and we are going quite quick into it. No, we're probably okay. No, not. What's going on? Uh-oh. That's not good. Stop, train. Stop. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. No, we're perfect. When signal's green. I'm embarrassing myself on here. Oh, well, it's good fun. Well, they're in the platform, though. So that's all matters. Wherry Lines. It's got like a different one, this one. Like a sort of an older symbol. I mean, the S-car stop marker was, where was it? Here. I mean, it's close enough. I just need to be careful with the brakes on here. Right, how does go next? Let's get that off. And let's go. There's actually a scenario which comes from Great Yarmouth, comes over here, comes along this bit, down through Burnley Arms into Reedham. Then I think you sit here for about 15 minutes, and then you then go down to Lowestoft, down there. Even Reedham behind. All the stations look gorgeous on here. Across we go. Lovely track joint sounds as well. And it's up to 60, although not for long, as we will be going over a very beautiful stretch of line in a second. I know I've said that about every single bit of line, but it's all beautiful. That 20 is just there. down. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. Just about. A little bit of flange round here. As we leave Reedham behind. I think that's actually another. There's another Reedham station on the. I don't think it's the same spelling. I think it is. On the Tattenham Corner branch, which actually is in Train Sim World. Well, not the Tattenham Corner branch, but you can see it. And Haddiscoe next. I don't know why, but Haddiscoe sounds like a fish name or something. You got your called your haddock, Haddiscoe. Yeah, look at this. This, I know there's been quite a few screenshot winners from this bridge. I mean, look at that. For a sort of a scene there. It's just magnificent. You can't say that looks bad at all. Right, let's get a screenshot ourselves. It would have been nice if the sun was on it. That was Reedham Swing Bridge. Very nice. Now we speed back up shortly. Yeah, very low-lying land this is round here. I think it's just above sea level, most of this. So I could probably imagine in winter, probably all of this is floods. When you've got strong rain or heavy rain and storms. But in summer though, you're left with this, just beautiful. That's also similar to the another route which isn't actually in any game, the Marsh Link from Ashford International down to Hastings. Sort of similar-ish scenery to that. Just gorgeous. I don't know how many times I've said gorgeous and beautiful this stream, or this video, not stream. Probably quite too many times. On we go. 60. I think it's up the top speed of the Route 60. I don't think it does get any faster than that. But it feels fast enough. Let's get a nice screenshot as well, which you'll probably see as a thumbnail. Well, at least on my end. Yeah. Right, let's sped up. We're due into Lowestoft in around 25 minutes. I'm just going to save the game as well. I think that's all saved. No, this isn't a canal or a river. Probably a river. Sort of a cut through. Is that more sort of a cut through? I guess in the river probably meanders, or did. Yeah, that you've got an ox. I think that's Oxbow Lake there. Well, I think if that ends over there, looks like it does. Yeah, possibly an Oxbow Lake. Which is where basically the river meandered, but to speed up time, they basically just cut through. Instead of going whirling, it just went straight through. And then the meanders sort of, I suppose, silted up or got blocked, and then they become a little, well, an oxbow lake. There's your geography for for today. Put the visor down. No, you can. Can we put that one down? Okay, not that one. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Wait until you see Lowestoft as well. Lowestoft looks lovely as a station. All the semaphores up, the old sort of signal box. It's very nice. Start slowing down quite soon. I suppose, yeah, does anyone ever go on holiday to sort of the Wherry area? It does seem like it would be quite sort of a holiday destination, especially if you like your boating. And bring that down for Haddiscoe, which is another relatively small platform. Let's not come in way too quickly like we did at Reedham. A slightly more gentle speed, maybe even just 20. And I think, yeah, I think the stop marker actually is quite soon. So yeah, we will pop that on. Yeah, it's just there. So we don't want to be going too quick anyway. Still gone past it a little bit. No, not emergency, but that's fine. Better than last time. Here we are, Haddiscoe. And after this it is Somerleyton. Bit of horn action. So we are, let's have a look. We are there. Let's go. It is just under 2 miles to Somerleyton. I feel like we're probably going to get to Lowestoft early. 7 miles in 19 minutes. Unless we have to wait for something, maybe. Another little flyby shot. I think there's another swing bridge as well coming into Somerleyton. That's what that 30's for, I think. And there's a sort of little hump in the gradient, which is round there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, just about to see the bridge. Let's start coming down to 30 in time for the swing bridge. Slightly quicker this one instead of 20 like it was for the Reedham swing bridge. But yeah, what does everyone think of Wherry? Maybe it's your first time seeing the Wherry Lines. Maybe you already had it and got it when it first came out, but haven't played it in a long while. What does everybody think? And it's quite nice as well, as it sort of splits off. You've sort of got, well, you've got Norwich, but then you can either go to Great Yarmouth or to Lowestoft. And even say from Great Yarmouth, you've got two options of where you can go. You can either go, you know, down Burney Arms way to Reading, then reverse back into Lowestoft, or go to Yarmouth. I think, is it Eccles? I'll have a look at the map in a second. What's this one? Lingwood. I've actually never done that bit of the line. Ackle, yeah, that's the one. Never done that bit. I don't think there's actually many scenarios for that bit. There's the S-car stop marker. Awesome station building as well. And is that what they call an offset or offset signal? It's sort of on the other side to us. Just imagine being on the train, getting off here on this sort of time on a summer's evening, down here, across here, you're just into that. It's just, thinking about it is like, I really want to go here. It's just been done really, really well. I suppose that's a good thing as well, when a train sim classic route, or even a train sim world route, sort of makes you want to go to that place. I've heard quite a few people saying, for routes like the Niedertalbahn, which recently released for Train Sim World, a lot of people now want to go and visit that sort of general area. And same for places like the Wherry Line in Switzerland. It's just so sort of beautiful. People want to go there and in real life. I don't know if that's sort of one of the purposes of the game, to promote these local places, like sort of a tourism thing. That'd be interesting though, if a sort of a tourism board requested a route, I suppose, I don't know, paid Dovetail or something to actually make a route of that area, and sort of promoted the route out to people and sort of a different target audience. Alton Broad North next. Which I think is sort of basically a sort of a suburb of Lowestoft, or sort of the outskirts of Lowestoft. This one there, it's not then too far. It won't take too long. So whilst we still can, let's go and get another flyby shot. It would be very rude not to. Let's get one there, sort of the river there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Goes. As we make our way along. "7:35 on a summer's evening," which is probably quite a similar time this will actually be going out, if it's an evening event. Would be quite a would be quite a coincidence if it actually was a 7 PM slot. So we started at 7 this scenario. A bit more of a gap to this one, yeah, 2.5 miles. Probably what, 3.5, 4. Once we left Somerleyton. yeah, then we sort of say goodbye to the lovely scenery. I mean, Alton Broad north to Lowestoft is nice-ish, but not as nice as this bit here. So we sort of go through here into the woodland, and then it's then a bit more sort of built up. Wherry, you've done us well. It's been a nice, enjoyable run. I suppose it's sort of the low-lying marshland. Yeah, then to Alton Broad north. Must be a lovely line to drive in real life, the Wherry Lines. And quite sort of remote areas as well. Well, not remote areas, but not any sort of big towns or anything. It's mostly just small places. We need to slow down. So as Reedham was, well, I think Reedham was more sort of a large village, and I think major, just the major towns would, yeah, be Great Yarmouth, Lowestoft and Norwich. I think Norwich is a city, I think. Oh, a small one, probably. Now I think this signal is a tab one, so we should be able to tab past this signal, so I'm actually going to do that. Yeah. I think that's changed anyway. Sometimes it's a train sim classic thing where the signal will be red, so you just have to press tab and then it will just let you through. You get that quite a lot on route merges available from the Steam Workshop, where sort of the signal will be red even though, well, you just press tab and it lets you through. And this is Alton Broad North, the penultimate station of the journey, which has been around 40 minutes now. It's gone quick. But it's been lovely. So yeah, big thanks to Dovetail for giving us an extra cheeky slot. There we go. Here we are. But it's great to get sort of Train Sim Classic in the spotlight. As it, even though it's an old game, and a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't look great. Oh, I mean, just look at this. You can't say that looks bad or it's great. I mean, yeah, not on par with Train Sim World graphically, but there's sort of lots of other things which I'd say sort of are better done on Train Sim Classic. Alton Broad North. A little garage over here, probably a BP or something. A mini mart. It's called the traffic we're causing. Yeah, so we got a tiny bit of a wait here. And I think it was 42, wasn't it? Oh, 43 we're due out of here. Okay, a couple of minutes. And then Lowestoft, which is just over a mile. And apparently we're going to get there at 49 past. It's going to take us 6 minutes to go a mile. Is there anything in there? Maybe there's another train in there on our platform. No, there's not, but maybe we might have to wait for that, maybe. Well, they're saying that says it goes to the Lowestoft, so that one's probably terminated. Oh, we're hang on. A little bit early, with 43 out of there. Okay, well, I guess we'll get going. I mean, the guard has, I suppose, dispatched us, so we'll get going. Imagine this, sort of living in Alton Broadnorth, and just sort of view out. I mean, for me, if I wanted to sort of commute into or get into the town centre, it would just be going on a 700 or a 377. But no, if you live up here, you commute literally just on a 37 and some Mark, or it used to, 37 and some Mark 3s. A little short hop into town. And let's keep that on. But yeah, Lowestoft. Anyone from Lowestoft? That's why you can hear sort of the little click before the AWS actually does then sound the alarm. Right, I think we probably might have a red light coming into Lowestoft, which makes sense as we drew that 49 past, which is in 6 minutes, and it's literally just there. Is that a green? I can see a green. Unless the next one's red, just before the platform. What's that? Sainsbury's? That's what sort of design Sainsbury's has. Lovely. Oh, that's definitely an Asda across there. All green colour scheme. There you go. I was about to say, quite recently there was a no, I think that was Great Yarmouth. Yeah, Great Yarmouth. They were doing some building, I think, and or was it in the river? And they found some unexploded ordnance from the Second World War. But I think that was Great Yarmouth, not Lowestoft. So there was like a big sort of controlled controlled explosion. Back in winter time, I think. And this is Lowestoft. Sort of, I suppose, a bit of a shadow of its former self. So it's probably being quite, or used to be, quite a key harbour, sort of port for exporting and importing goods, but now sort of all just overgrown and probably more just. It's probably now just more tourism. Down to 10, let's put that down. There we go, 10 miles an hour. Well, welcome to Lowestoft. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed that journey on the Wherry Lines. It was absolutely fantastic. I don't ever not enjoy the Wherry Lines. The Wherry Lines are absolutely fantastic. Very much worth the purchase. So you get version 1.0 on Steam, which I'm sure 90% of players are. Oh, that's fun. I remember in the last set it was about £14.99, so probably a similar price. And version 2.0, if you do want a bit of an upgrade, which isn't on Steam at the moment, is I think from the ArmstrongPowerhouse.com themselves, which I think I got for about £4.99. I think that was on a sale as well. But as this is a Steam sale, yes, Wherry Lines, Steam, go check it out. Hopefully we do see some more AP routes though, because I don't think Armstrong Powerhouse. I think the only route Armstrong Powerhouse has done is the Wherry Lines. They mostly sort of do trains, so hopefully we do see another one at some point on the Steam store. got to be careful as well. Let's come to a stop there. It's on Train Sim Classic as opposed to Train Sim World. I suppose sort of the hitbox or just sort of the area of the train sort of goes out a bit more. So you've got to be quite careful sort of coming up to buffers and stuff. As it will say you've crashed even though no, you haven't. There we go, let's put the DRA on. Do that. Tail lights, well, they be up here somewhere. Oh, that doesn't look like it works up there. Don't know, but I'm sure they'd be somewhere. Yeah, that is going to be it, everyone, for my slot here on the summer sale. Quite an interesting station, isn't it? I'm assuming there used to be some sort of magnificent roof here. Looks a bit weird, sort of the way it's just sort of walled in. Yeah, there was definitely a roof here, but maybe that got taken down at some point or destroyed. I don't know, but definitely a bit odd the way sort of there's no roof. If you wish, you can drive the return trip to Norwich by loading the next scenario, which you can, but we're not going to be doing. Yeah, very, very nice. What does it say on there? British Railways Lowestoft Central. Even better, just little details like that. But yeah, that's going to be it, everyone. I'll be off to the... I thought it might have been a fish and chip shop. I'm going to go to the Bridge Gallery and do some bits. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Big thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the opportunity to show off this wonderful route. And yeah, I suppose enjoy whoever's on next. Maybe it's another ambassador, maybe it's Dovetail Games. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope we'll see you whenever I next see you. See you all, take care. Bye guys.